Welcome back to the metaverse, ladies and gents. Here we are. We got AJ, Bugs, Zero, and myself. We're gonna be talking about Resident Evil Village that just dropped. Game I am loving. It. So let's just jump right into it, guys. Well, I'm assuming AJ has already been in the game. He's had it for what, like 30 hours, you fucking bitch? You're already on your third run, you motherfucker.
I
Zero from my understanding, got the game like 2 days early. I don't know who you blew to get the game, but that's cool. And then Bugs
saw
is over
Capcom
here.
up and I was like, "Hey man, can I get the game early? I'll blow you." And he's like, "I'll just give it to you for free." I was like, "No, that's not the deal. I gotta blow you."
Oh shit!
Zero is spreading cheeks to get the game early, and then your man Bugs over here is pirating. Motherfucker got game share. He's not contributing to Capcom, but it's cool.
Well, I'm gonna contribute to Capcom when I get my PS5.
That is true. That is very true. You still need
Get like a free upgrade right there.
Wait, the game didn't drop on PC at launch?
Well, I didn't buy the game.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
you could have bought it on PC.
Yeah, I was gonna buy it, and then my friend was like, "Resident Evil." I was like, "Did you get it?" He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, bet.
Okay, so
Save myself some money right now. Okay, well, let me stop being an asshole and let everyone introduce themselves. Let's go around again. AJ, speak up, you motherfucker.
Hey, what's up? Hi, how are you? Greetings and
got,
salutations.
We got Zero. Say something, Zan, Zero.
Resident Evil Village can either be played as a horror game or a peeping tom simulator. Whenever you're in the castle with Lady Demetrius.
Yeah, I actually knew exactly what you were talking about. I knew the exact moment you were referencing. And we have charming Bugs up at the top.
Yeet.
So yeah, this game is fucking fantastic. I don't care what anyone says. I'm loving it. It's fucking. Well, actually, let's see what AJ has to say. He's been a little quiet. How do you feel about the game?
I don't think I want to talk about it yet.
Oh,
You know he has some spoilers. Then something has to do with Chris because he's not saying anything.
Well, we know he beat the game. Where are you guys at?
The quiet.
I'm afraid to speak up right there.
Have you played the game though at all, Bugs?
Yeah, I'm currently in the castle.
How far in the castle? Have you gotten any of the masks?
Yes, I got the first mask.
Okay, you got the first mask. What about you, Starwind? Where are you at?
I'm out of the castle.
Okay, so I'll probably be in second place then if this was a competition. I am up to the third area, I guess you can call it. Third or fourth.
Nice.
I technically would call it the third. I say the village is more like a hub.
Yeah. I got on because I got out of work at 11. I got home at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, you know what? Nobody should be playing the game right now. Let me just jump on. And I stood up to 5 o'clock in the morning just playing the game.
My God.
Damn.
And I had to go to work like 4 hours later.
Again, dedication.
Yeah. I kept telling myself I was gonna stop once I get to the typewriter, and then I was like, let me just go a little bit further. I got to the next typewriter, a little bit more.
I know this feeling well. Yeah, I wanted to play more the moment that I got it, but life happened and I had to keep stopping. So that's why I haven't progressed as far as I would have liked to. I've only been playing for 2 hours, which is very upsetting.
I will say this: the game does amaze me at how ridiculous some parts are.
I'm really upset that AJ's not speaking more. I was expecting him to hit the floor running. Man is so quiet in the back. Okay, just tell me how you feel. Just a quick, maybe 1 or 2 words. You liked it? You didn't like it? Come on, say something.
Oh, where did it touch you?
On a scale of 1 to evil.
I think I'm gonna hit you with the no. No, I don't think I will.
Alright, Steve Rogers.
We're gonna hit you with one of those.
He's not ready to talk about it. We got it.
Yeah,
He's not ready to talk about it. Give him a couple of years, he'll talk to us then.
I finished the game this morning.
He's gonna get pretty lonely sitting on that bench.
Okay. Okay.
I got it around 4 p.m. on Friday, and I don't think I stopped playing it. No, I stopped around like 8 to have dinner. I watched a
And then
little
got
bit
right
of
back
Hell's
on it.
Kitchen. I got back on it, and then I stopped around like 12. I was just like, all right, this is enough. And then like I got on around like 11 this morning, and I finished it around maybe.
Are you
3
gonna
or
play it
4.
again though?
Maybe Monday.
No
Yeah.
brainer.
Okay, that right there tells me he doesn't like the game. That right there. tells
Difficulty
me-
did you beat it on?
I beat it on standard. I wanted to enjoy the
Okay.
story first before I
Going
jumped
balls
in.
deep into it.
I feel like even if you do it on hardcore, you can enjoy the story, but just get shitted on also at the same time.
So I started the game on hardcore, and I got to an
You dialed it
enemy,
down.
and I was like, okay, these fuckers are like bullet sponges. And then I was like,
You're talking about like the opening sequence?
yeah, and I was like,
Yeah,
these guys are like
I had a
bullet
feeling.
sponges, and I was just like, I don't want to get upset. Like I don't want to be like that right now. Like I died like 3 times, and I was just like, okay, like, let me stop. Let me dial it back a little bit. Because this is like the 3rd enemy in the game, and if I'm
And all
feeling
my
this
animals
way,
are gone.
and if I'm feeling this way right now, I don't want to feel this way halfway through the game, and I don't want to feel this way in any of the boss fights. So I was like, let me just dial it back, enjoy the game, go for the ride a little bit before I jump back in later on.
Well, this is the thing I felt with it. Like, as soon as it opened up and that specific instance that you're talking about, I honestly felt like it was Resident Evil 4 right there.
Yeah,
Just in first person mode.
the opening is definitely RE4. The whole game is RE4.
Definitely. It really is. And holy hell, I gotta say, I've never been more interested in a story, in like Resident Evil story, basically. Like, this one really has me questioning and guessing what the hell's going on. So, I've already come up with like one theory. And, well, actually, I think I came up with 2 theories, and I'm not sure if I'm correct or not in it. But, you guys want to hear it?
I will say this: we need to stop working on the vaccines and start working on that whatever the fuck is in that first aid kit, that first aid bottle, because that shit can cure anything. That shit will cure, that shit is gonna cure cancer, bro. I'm 100% convinced that shit cures cancer. Yeah.
What's his name? Ethan fucking lost his hand and leg in the first game, and he managed to put it back on just by like pouring that little liquid on there.
does it in this game too when they chop off his hand and he
No, seriously,
No,
that's
but
what
like,
happened. I showed my friend at work it, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, this is bullshit." I mean, I understand, some things are like out of the imagination, but if this is supposed to be like real life, I can't fucking buy that you're throwing like herbal juice on your arm and it just fucking manages to reattach to the limbs and like the nerves and everything like that, and the man's able to move again. I'm sorry, I just can't.
my thing is, at least in Resident Evil 7, his hand was stapled on. Like you saw,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
This man literally just took his hand
yeah.
and
And just held it
put
on
it-
there for like 2
this-
seconds.
this man
The
put
fiber of his jacket too, like melded back together.
Yeah, fine. It's sealed right back up.
this man put
Not
his
only
hand,
does it fix your arm, it's a tailor too.
he put his hand back like when Bucky lost his arm.
He just right back on, like he's an action figure. He just put some hot glue on it.
Yeah, and then when after that scene is that I'm just like doing the guard to see like how is my hand not fucking coming off, bro? Like what the fuck nonsense?
I will say personally, I think I enjoy the exploration in this game more than the actual combat so far of what I've done. Cause like I don't know about you guys or like when it comes to the crafting system, but I ended up with like 300 bullets before I got into the castle. I was just racking up on bullets. Like I would just find the little gear pieces and everything else, and I was just like crafting mad bullets. And I was like, oh, it's like I should never really be worried about wasting bullets. I was just like unloading into everyone. I was like, oh, this is super easy. Which is crazy because like AJ said at the very beginning, they throw like so many enemies at you and you get like super scared. So I was like, oh, like I shouldn't shoot anyone. I'll like try and tap them and then do the knife trick. But after a while, I was like, oh, There's still
So-
many bullets left.
So what I find hilarious about the opening scene is that because my friend played it first, and he was telling me how how bad it was, and like how he kept fucking dying, and it took him like 3-4 hours to like pass it and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I jumped in it, and I'm like, I'm running around, and he sees me. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm just running around, bobbing and weaving, and everybody. And then like the cutscene happens, and he's like, you see, yo, why is nobody blocking you? But when I'm playing the game, everybody wants to fucking block me and fucking knock me the fuck out.
You really
I
like
knew.
the Lycan that looks like Maestro when he pops up. It's pretty cool. I like that sequence.
But you know what's more funny? After the whole scene was done, I walked up to a window by accident, and he jumped through. I'm like, oh, you can jump through windows.
Yeah, they tell you at the very beginning that you can like leap over shit, and then like that's it.
Yeah, I didn't know you could leap
Yeah.
over shit. He's just looking at me like, I fucking hate you guys. It took me-
Oh man, yo AJ, like speak up, bro. Like you really got nothing to say about this game.
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Don't be podcast shy.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I'm not ready to talk about the game yet.
Mm.
it hurt him. He's so conflicted.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I basically have a theory as like what the
You
hell's
really just
going
want
on.
to say this theory. Like you just
Because
want to throw this out there and be like, "This is what I think is gonna happen in the
Because-
game."
Because I'm like 99% sure this is probably the case.
But how do you feel about the experience of the game so far? Before we jump to the end, tell me how you felt playing the game. That's
oh,
what
I'm
we're
telling you,
here.
I'm loving the game right now. I'm loving it. I'm loving the exploration of it. I love the world. I guess it's like in. I will say, like the beginning did kind of throw me for a loop because it starts off like fucking Coraline, and I'm like, am I playing the right game? What the hell is going on here? And then it leading into it, and that story basically just triggers like the whole game. It basically tells you what the hell is going to be happening right then and there. So I thought that was really good.
I will say that the story is extremely fast paced. Like you're just thrown from like one thing to the next, and like Ethan's just constantly running. And I was like, oh, like this man don't stop to breathe like at all, at all.
This man is the
So
new
much
Chris
happening to him. Yeah, because like he gets thrown into this village, and then like these like werewolf type things are like attacking him. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Everyone's like trying to kill him. Then he goes to the house, and then all the people die. And he tries to save the girl, and then she dies with her father. And he's like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
I
it,
got
I'm gonna
pissed
just
off
keep
at that
going."
one.
I was just like, oh,
I got
okay,
pissed off
like,
with that one. I was like, really? I couldn't save that one fucking girl? Come on.
My thing was like throughout this entire like from the beginning scene to like where I'm at right now. How is this man's hands not like fucking crippled and shit? Like this man
he's a
is
magic man.
this man is missing 2 fingers. That's what he got strung up by his fucking hands with the little sickles. He
He
had
also
to
dragged him with them.
yeah,
Remember, yeah, they dragged him.
by his fucking knee, like behind his knee. Then he has to rip his hand and like to get off the hook.
In half.
Yeah, how are you still
Yeah.
using your hands? What the
How is
fuck?
he able to be using that shit?
I'm telling you, that fucking first aid juice, man. That shit's gonna cure everything.
Wow, got real quiet real fast.
Because I want to say something, but we're waiting for like theories and endgame shit like towards the end.
I also really love the way that the game plays with sound and light in it. Like the opening scene
yeah.
when you get thrown off the truck. I loved how dark it was and like how you couldn't really see anything. There's also a couple parts when you're going I think it's in the castle where there's like a couple parts like you're in a very there's a room where there's like a torch that you have to use it to light these two like
Yes,
the candles,
Yeah,
right?
you have to like
I know what
move
you're
it
saying.
yourself.
Yeah, so I lit them, and then like the little door opens, and I was like, "Bet, like it's real bright in here." And then I walked in, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's super
It's
dark in there. I
fucking
don't want to go in there."
Black in there, bro.
I like took a deep breath, and then walked forward. There was also another part. I think it's the very first time that you see one of the Lycan type things. It's after you're walking up the hill. And you go like downstairs into the house, and like you see the first picture of Mother Miranda. That you have to like flip it around and look at it and all this other bullshit.
I know exactly and then you have to like open the little cupboard.
Yeah. So I was standing there, and I was like, "There's no other passageway in this house.
No.
The moment I open this, something's gonna appear behind me. I fucking know it."
I literally walked through there, and I'm like, I saw it, and you can hear the noises coming from like. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back upstairs. Like, fuck this. So I'm like, bet. I'm like, I opened it, and then nothing. I'm like, there's somebody fucking behind me, isn't there? There's fucking someone behind me.
Yeah, man. The light and the sound in this game are fucking phenomenal. Like, I don't know if you guys are playing with headphones, but
Yes.
AJ, I think he was telling me that he played something else with headphones or one of the RE demos or something. That I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this with the TV audio. I'm gonna go headphones for this. And boy, do I fucking enjoy it. Oh my god! Like, there's so many times where like I'm sitting there and like I get chills like on my back, and I'm just like, oh, there's something outside. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen?
Especially when you're playing in the.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing. I
it's
hear
dark, too.
branches and shit breaking.
Yeah. Oh, like when you're in the town right before you get to the house where the girl dies, and you're like in that wheat field where the
Oh my god!
guys
I
are just
knew
like
shit was
hiding.
gonna be in there. I was just waiting for it.
Bro, I was standing there and I was just popping off into the wheat field so they would come run at me. Which again, I definitely feel like I had way too many bullets early game. I don't know if that was like RNG's blessing me or something, but I definitely had way too many bullets and I got way too comfortable with just letting off. It was just constant where I was just like, bet, I can see you super far away. Bap, 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 bap. So even if they were sponges, it didn't matter to me.
So I think with me was I collected it, and then I didn't really craft until I needed it because I just kept finding like bullets.
My thing was that I didn't want to get put into a situation where I didn't have bullets, and then I'd have to like run away and like try and craft. Like I don't like the idea of playing a horror game where I can like pause and then do like craft and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like if I'm playing, I want it to be like a flawless experience of like I get caught by 4 dudes. I have to fight those 4 dudes. Like, it's a stipulation that I'm putting on myself. I also don't like the map. It gives you a lot of information like super early on, where it's like, oh, there's a mechanical door here that you can use, and like this is where you have to do X, Y, Z. Like, it kind of defeats the purpose of some of the puzzles if you could just like tap the button real quick and be like, oh, that's where everything is. But this is just me being nitpicky. I'm still loving it.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing game so far, but apparently the end game is where the problem is. The end game probably hurt Anthony.
I'm assuming the reason he's quiet is because
On the dollar, where did it touch you?
Chris Redfield still lives.
This is when we find out that Ethan is actually Wesker or some shit, like a clone of Wesker.
Chris Jr. It's Chris Jr. actually.
Alright, I guess.
If it's gonna be a spoiler, you can shut the fuck up.
I actually
That's all I
wouldn't
can
mind
say.
a spoiler. I mean,
I don't want
I'm
a
still gonna
spoiler.
play the game.
I don't want a spoiler. I
Cover
want
your
it to
ears,
be.
Zero.
I want to be in awe. I want to still have like that innocence in me until like everything comes crashing down, and then I can probably feel like AJ.
I don't really
I'm not
mind if
upset.
you want to tell me a spoiler.
I'm not upset. I'm just not ready to talk about the game.
I'm just
He's not
disappointed.
upset. Okay.
I'm not upset. No. I think okay. If you want a quick like 3-second review of the game where I'm not gonna go into details. Personally, as a fan, it's a 10 out of 10.
Oh.
Okay.
Reviewer wise, it's an 8. It's not top 10.
Is 7 better than this?
Yes, personally.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I also enjoyed controversial. I also enjoyed 3 Remake more.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that is saying something.
That tells me enough.
Mm.
So I'm trying to figure out how to ask you something without you revealing too much, or like simple answers to get from you.
Is this question time? Is this ask AJ question?
I mean,
Corner.
as of right now,
Ask him.
you are the biggest Resident Evil fan, and I feel like you should get a little bit more set into this episode. And I'm just trying to figure out a way to get you to talk without really getting you to talk, just to have you involved.
Was it something in the story that kind of like off-put you, as what I'm gonna say?
Can you rephrase that for a second? Can you restate that, please?
Was something in like the story, like let's say a key moment or a M. Night Shyamalan reveal, I guess you can say, happened, and it kind of like dampened your spirit a little bit of the game?
No.
Or okay,
That is a
Was
10
it,
out of
like,
10.
He said it's a 10 out of 10, but still, you can like the game, but then not like one aspect of something.
Okay. So the story is definitely the most or one of the most solid Resident Evil stories ever told.
Okay.
I think it's the best one of the best Resident Evil storytelling. But that's not a standard like that you should be proud of. Resident Evil is not a good story.
Known for a story, yeah.
So I think it's super cliche, obviously. The story is super cliche. But that's Resident Evil. So I'm never disappointed when the story comes at me like super cliche. There are some revelations in the story that are very good. In terms of being a fan and in terms of being so there's going to be things in, I'll put it like this. There are things in the story that are revealed towards the end game that Bugs isn't going to get.
Okay.
If that's
Because
the best
he's
way to
not
put
like
it. He hasn't played all of
he
them.
hasn't like followed the lore, basically.
Yeah, he hasn't followed the lore.
Okay.
Specifically 0 and 1.
Oh!
Okay. Wait, you said
Excited.
0?
0 and 1, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, so they go back to 0 on
And
this
Code
one.
Veronica. If you want to count that.
Well, that's not surprising. Code Veronica has kind of been part of it.
Not directly related to those games. It's more directly related to one of them. It's the other two. It's kind of like, it's like, oh, okay, then this connects to this. Oh, like it's kind of like that.
Don't play with my intellectual mind. I'll go out and read what happened. In
He about to be a wiki warrior.
Yeah, I will go read what happens in those games.
And it's not like
Shit! I will come to your house the next day and play those games myself.
and it's not like the game itself. Like it's not relating to the game itself. It's relating to the lore behind the games. And the game, I'm gonna tell you right now, the plot is thrown at you. You should know the plot from the beginning of the game. Like right now. All of you should know the plot right now. The plot is literally in your face. It's there. I didn't figure it out until about halfway through the game.
Okay, so is it connected to one of the notes that you find in the house when you're carrying the baby? Because there's a couple of the notes that you can read, and I was questioning it, and I was like, there's no way that they're gonna do this.
So one of the books in the beginning of the game is written by George Trevor. If anyone knows who George Trevor is, he is the creator of the Spencer Mansion.
Yeah.
He's the architect for it, and he dies in
And
the
even-
mansion. His daughter is Lisa Trevor. So
Yeah, and he's also responsible for the Baker House as well. Like he also did like some
Some of the
commission over
construction
there
work,
for
yeah.
the
Mhm.
Spencer estate.
So there's another book written by what was the name? The other person.
Endo?
The other person.
Anton?
In the house.
Yeah, there was a book by Kendo in
There was
there.
a book by Kendo. There you
Yeah,
go.
it was in by Kendo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that is some completely unrelated. Maybe it's just little Easter eggs. Like that's just for the player. I don't think there was anything in the house that was significant to the story. I don't
Okay,
think
so what I'm
I thought one thing was a
What's
little
the letter?
significant.
We've all played the game up past that point, obviously.
The one that you find in Ethan's office, it's like saying about Rose and Ethan, like test results or something like that.
Oh, about one of them having
Is that the one we were talking
potential mold still?
yeah. So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
there was that. Then there were, I think, 3 other notes that I found, but it was primarily the one about their test results, and like the BSAA was the ones conducting the results or conducting the tests rather.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because Chris doesn't work for the BSA anymore, right? He
No,
works for Umbrella Blue. Yeah, he works for Umbrella Blue. So I find that kind of interesting that the BSAA is like handling this.
And then they also say something when they're invading the house. They're talking about getting the 2 subjects and that to kill Mia, to capture Rose and Ethan alive. And fuck, there was something else that they said, and I was just like,
Yeah.
really, this is happening right now?
They were like trying to move him or something like that. Which is why I have like this theory.
Can we just talk about how Mia just got fucking blasted?
Yeah, they load like 8 bullets into her.
No,
Like,
not even
bro.
that. See, okay, so here's my thing. I think that's not Mia. I think it's Evelyn. I think because remember, Evelyn like had people connected through the mold, and maybe like she moved her consciousness or something like that into Mia, and that's how come this is all happening again. So now maybe Rosemary, maybe she's going to try and implant into a new body, and Rosemary's that, or maybe Rosemary's like a hybrid mold or something like that.
Considering what AJ said, that's not thrown at you at the beginning of the game. You would have no way of knowing that unless you played the other games. That's not something that you could like easily come to surmise.
Well, I mean, if anyone took a sniper bullet and just stood there, like not in like any pain or like taking back any like recoil or anything like that, I'm going to be questioning that right there. Like that's like the first thing I noticed when that happens. Like as soon as she got like sniped, I was like, you know, for someone who just got sniped, you're just standing there and you're not even like getting like any recoil or like in any pain or anything like that. I know, like, you know, your body's growing. You don't like.
She was in shock.
Again, I know you get into like his shock and everything like that, but I mean, just it didn't seem right to me. So that was like my theory right there.
No, not but even after like she got unloaded on, this man comes in and still she's still on the ground like, yo, did y'all just shoot me? And then he still unloads the whole clip into her.
So
I just love how like Chris comes in and just like moves the table and is like, hey Ethan, and then just starts shooting her like 5 more times and he's like, okay, we gotta go now.
So to give more context to kind of what I mean by like it's thrown at you in the beginning of the game, right? Should I tell Zero if he's right or wrong?
I wouldn't mind. I don't know
mind.
if Zero cares.
I don't mind. Go for it.
You're wrong.
Bah.
You're
all right. Well, I'm stopping playing this game now. I'm done.
Oh, you're warm though.
I'm warm.
You're warm, but
all
you're
right.
warm. My partner figured out in the first hour of the game, 15 minutes. And I was like,
wow,
shut
that
up,
quick.
Shut up. You don't know. And then about halfway through, I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
That's definitely the plot. You're definitely
Wait,
right.
what was the thing that gave it away exactly?
Mia.
Okay.
Yeah, Mia in the report that Starwin's talking about. Yeah.
Oh.
Really?
Oh. Okay.
Combine the theories.
Now you're thinking Mia's the villain, and that's wrong as well.
No.
I don't think she's the villain. I want to say something right now, but I'm afraid to. Can I say, hang on. If I say it and I'm correct, will you guys not be pissed?
Am I the only one who's lost right now?
Wait. Zero. Let's count to 3 and then both say it at the same time.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Whatever theory you throw out, the story of Miranda, you're not gonna get right until you beat the game.
That I'm fine with.
Fine with it, but ready? I'm counting
Hold
3.
on. Before we start this too.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna meet you guys, all right? And then you say it.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you know right now before they do anything. Right? Miranda is probably the most important character in Resident Evil lore.
Oh.
Okay. So, wait. Everyone's not except for Bugs. Everyone's like past the castle. Am I correct?
Nah, I'm past the castle. Yeah, I just got out of it.
I'm currently in
Okay, so I also have another theory about Miranda. Are we ready to like say on the count of 3?
Wait, AJ, is is this like
I
like
don't wanna
a
talk about it.
is this like a fucking Final Fantasy VII moment? Is that what I'm gonna find at the end of this game?
Like time travel? No, fuck no.
No.
If there was time travel in this game, it would.
Reality
it's so
breaking? No.
Original Final Fantasy.
Original
7.
Final Fantasy. Okay. 7. We're specifically speaking about. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Confused about their identity.
I think I
Like
definitely know what the hell's going on.
like a Genova type thing.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay, oh my god, I gotta say it now. I think I got this. I think I
Yes,
fucking got this.
Yes. No.
Oh my god.
Yes. No.
I think I got this.
Oh my god.
I want to say yes,
All right.
but it's not
Look, I
entirely
kind of want
true.
to turn you guys off and go play.
Can we just end the podcast now? Let's just go play.
We only have a 41-minute podcast. That's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
End of the
Okay,
podcast.
I gotta
You
say
guys
this.
don't need to
I gotta
fix
say
it.
this.
Actually, we're only 20 minutes in.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's right, because we started super late.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking say this. I think I know this. I think I know this.
Wait,
Say
wait,
it.
before you
Wait,
say
wait,
it.
yeah,
let
yeah.
him do his thing.
Go ahead. No. He can say. He can
Well,
say.
it's
Man,
just-
I have his.
You can
audio.
hear me,
I'll mute it now.
I have his audio down. Yeah, he's alright.
but you hear
Am I
me,
muted for-
right?
for-
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, cool.
Can you
I'll let
hear
you know. I'll
this?
let you know.
Okay. Am I good?
You're good.
All right.
No, not you, Bugs. Not you, Bugs. Not you, Bugs.
Oh, okay.
I'll specifically say you, Bugs. You're good. Okay.
All right.
All right. You're good. 0.
Okay. This is what I'm gonna. This is my now new thing from all the information.
Okay.
Miranda is probably the first original mold because it's probably like the Plagas or like this thing that manifests or it's been in the earth for X amount of years. She helped. She probably helped Spencer creating that virus or something like that. And if that's the case, if she's the mold, then she probably has the same properties as Evelyn, so she probably transformed. She probably kidnapped me or killed her,
Super long theory.
like the
That is a
original
very
one
long theory.
killed her, and that Mia that died at the very beginning of the game wasn't her at all. Also, I think Ethan might also be infected with the mold as well.
It's Evelyn the baby.
I don't think Evelyn is the baby. I think they're probably trying to. I think maybe Evelyn is trying to be resurrected with Miranda because I'm sorry, but that baby has to be the fucking mold because we both know that.
But you were
she's
talking
cut
about
up into
transferring
pieces.
consciousness earlier. So if she
Yeah,
would have transferred herself
so-
into the baby,
Well, they're saying it has to be done through a ritual, so maybe that's it. I mean, they did cut up the baby into 4 different sections, and also on top of that, something tells me Ethan probably is infected with the mold. Maybe he got infected when he had sex with Mia, or maybe he got infected during number 7, or something happened between them. But something is not right with Ethan as well, because if you look back at that past thing, Mia even said that she's worried for Ethan and what they'll do if they discover him or something like that.
What's your
He's
theory,
worried-
Starwin?
what'd you say?
What's your theory?
Starwin has one too.
I don't even want to say anything now. I feel like he got a lot of plot points, and I just kind of see how you react to that.
Oh, you wanted to see? Okay, I have a good poker face. Did you
That's
want an answer to that?
my
I
theory.
don't understand.
Yeah, is he right? Is he wrong? Is he kind of close? Let's just ballpark it.
Oh my god, this is not the conversation I wanted to have.
Do I gotta mute you too?
This is not the conversation. No, I'm not gonna say anything spoilerish. You can unmute 0 now, by the way. This is not the conversation I wanted to have.
Just right or wrong, right or wrong. That's it. Just right or wrong.
Yes, no.
That's all I needed to know.
Ooh.
Bet.
I didn't hear a word, so all I heard
That
was
would
Okay,
be
now
taking
you
my
don't
survey.
know,
Which
but you don't
areas was
know.
I right and wrong in?
See, that's the
Exactly.
thing. He doesn't know
That-
which
that-
one he got right and which one he got wrong.
That's still
That's what I'm
still
asking
good
you to take
enough.
my survey.
I guess I take my survey. Going back to the
fuck, man,
actual
I
game
gotta
itself,
fucking play
and
this
no more
game.
theories. So far, what has been everyone's favorite moment? I guess I'll go first. When you're in the dungeon and you first meet the failed experiments, which I assume they're supposed to be turning into the sisters. There's a part where you're like going through the jail cells, and there's like a hole in one of the walls, and they can like climb through them, or they crawl through them rather, and then they just pop up and scare you.
Yeah.
As of right now, that's been my favorite part of the game because I legit had no idea that they would come out from there, and I was like fucking scared on my goddamn mind. Like I jumped back out of my bed because like I could hear the other ones in the other rooms. So like I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing this game, whenever I feel like someone's near, I crouch down. I know it doesn't fucking make a difference. But in my
I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing.
it makes you feel safer.
they
Makes you
can't
feel
see
safer.
me. Yeah, and like I'll pull out the knife, and I'm just like walking around slowly. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try and like cut one of their kneecaps. It's like obviously it doesn't fucking work, but I like doing it. And I was crouched down, and there's a box right in front of one of the little holes, and I went to go break it, and all I heard was and I was like, what the fuck? And like I'm spinning around the camera, like I don't see this bitch, and then she appeared from under me and like grabbed me, and I was like, oh! I legit screamed. That so far that's been the best part for me. What about you, Zero?
Honestly, shit. I'm not gonna. That's gonna be a tough one for me.
So far from what you played,
I-
like what is maybe what has surprised you the most? If you don't have a favorite part so far, what scared you the most?
Okay, what scared me the most? I guess it's when you're in like the hub world, like the village, because when you get back there, you're gonna think it's like a safe haven, but there's still fucking Vikings and like failed experiments roaming around, and that's the thing that kind of like really like freaked me out a little bit. Is like I walk down this one path because I'm like trying to collect like everything in the game, and I'm like going after a treasure. I go down one path, and all I did was like maybe take like a couple steps, and I was like, you know what? Let me go upgrade something really quick. And I turn back around, and there's a fucking Viking up on the goddamn roof, and I just hear it, but I don't see him. I didn't notice until I started looking around because I'm like, okay, something's like around here. So I'm like backing up slowly, crouching, looking up and down, and then I finally see him. Like that motherfucker wasn't there before, and honestly, I fucking love that sensation right there. I love the fact that these things can attack you at any given point. And it just adds on to more like anxiety and like intensifies the situation when you're just hearing branches breaking left and right and you don't know where the fuck it's coming from. And sometimes it could just be a pig, it could just be a chicken running around, but you don't know until like you get jumped. And I love it. Like that's one of my favorite things.
Have any of the failed experiments opened the doors on you guys?
Yes.
I was in the kitchen after you go through the courtyard where you fight one of the sisters, and three of them came in with the swords, and I was just there, like I was just standing around, like I turned to like talk to my significant other, and then I was like, oh, this bitch got in the room. What are you doing here? Fuck out. I like turned and I was like, oh, I didn't know you could come in here. I thought you were supposed to stay outside. But Bugs, what has been your favorite or scariest moment so far?
So, every moment has been like fucking has gotten me, and it's hilarious. But my thing was when I was first playing it, like when the Lycans are first coming at you, I think it is, and
In the village, yeah.
yeah, and when you close the doors and like you walk into one of the houses and you close the door. This is the first like when you have to push the bookcase and shit. And I'm like, bet they can't get me in here. Everything's blocked. I'm like, bet. So I go up the stairs and I'm like, oh, this is cool, bro. I turned around. I was like, how the f- did you get in? And I'm just running around in circles because I had like 10 bullets and I'm like, oh shit, how the fuck I get out? How the fuck I get out?
Yeah, that moment was actually really cool. I love that the reveal to what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it was with a radio. And there's if there's any survivors, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bet, okay, I close the bookcase. They can't get it. I see them like breaking the windows, but like I'm over here with the knife. I'm like, yeah, bitch, you can't get in here. I'm just knifing them at the windows, like, yeah, bitch, yeah. I go back downstairs and I'm knifing the other ones at the window. I'm like, yo, okay, bet. I go back upstairs. This man is at the top of the stairs waiting for me. Like, yo, what the
Now,
But then the other part, it wasn't scary, but I was just laughing at the fact that I was only in the house for like 4 minutes, and then everybody died. Literally, one of the characters say, "Don't, we're all gonna die because of him." I'm like, "Bet." 4 minutes later, everybody's dead because of you.
the same
I knew
conversation.
he was gonna.
He's like,
I knew he was gonna fucking turn into a werewolf.
Yeah, my
I
father
knew
was
it.
like, man, I kill everyone.
Oh,
How
I was
many
surprised that
guys?
like I thought like only one of them was gonna probably die, not like every single one of them.
Nah, Papa came for them lives, bro.
Oh, he came in blood.
which I'm assuming he got bit, right?
Who,
Yeah.
Ethan?
No, the father.
Yeah, he said he got bit. And
Yeah, he
I'm
got
guessing it's
bit.
probably like a transmitted thing.
Yeah, we
Which
got
is
bit
like, how the
too.
hell is Ethan not like transforming?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Ethan
saying.
didn't get bit. He got his fucking hand ripped off.
In all fairness, you get bit in all Resident Evils.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, were you gonna ask like what part did we die most?
No, I was gonna say how many of you died trying to escape from the mine.
The mine? Which was
I didn't die at all.
Really? When they catch you and you have to like run through the
Yeah.
little mine?
Oh,
Yeah, that was no problem for me. Like
so I died like a couple times because it was like when the little rotating things came down, and I'm thinking like, oh, I gotta get something from the little boxes that are there, and I'm trying to break it and I can't break it. I'm like, yo, this shit is not breaking, and then I'm like, as soon as the first box breaks and the second box breaks, and I'm like, yo, am I just gonna die again? And then by accident, I happen to fall into the little hole that's just supposed to be in.
So I died the exact same way, and I wanted to see if anyone else did that because my greedy ass was like, "Nah, I need to get the money from that box."
Yeah,
That's
that's what I was doing.
I like ran up to it, and I'm like hitting X, and I was like, "Oh, my hands are tied. I guess I can't break this box." So I started turning around, spinning, and I was like, "Oh, there's a hole over there." And then by the time I saw it, they were like, "You're dead." I was like, "Oh." Bad.
Yeah, but I will say this:
I was running for those boxes, but then I was like, I can't fucking do anything with them. So I just like turned around and found that crevice, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait here, and hopefully, this is what I'm supposed to do.
the way the handcuffs break is ridiculous. By the way, I'm
So dramatic.
that was
Oh my
awesome.
god, so fucking dramatic.
If
Yeah,
that
I
were
love it.
if that were anybody else, my man's dumb arms would have just ripped off.
Yup.
Oh, you would have been going into that fucking machine.
You would have
You
just
would've just
flew
been
into
going
that
into
shit.
that machine.
That shit, he had it there for like a minute and it was turning red. I'm like, huh? That's not how that works.
That's not how physics work.
Your shit would have been dragged in there and died. He's like, what the?
Like, in all fairness, like what would happen is the hook would, like the spike or whatever the hell you want to call it, would have got hooked onto it and been dragging him through that whole fucking thing right there.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I mean,
But I gotta say, it's nice to see Dante back in the Capcom game after Devil May Cry 5.
I also loved when you're in the castle and the lady, I don't know how to fucking pronounce her name, when she slams you to the floor. I fell in love. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing. And then she just like casually walks down behind you. Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Like, yeah, you in my house, you killing my daughters, but I don't give a fuck. I ruined my own house. I don't care.
In that first scene when you get like not the first scene, like when you get captured and like you see all four of the main houses.
Mhm.
I was laughing because Lady Dimitrescu and Heisenberg were talking, and they're about to look like about to get into a fight. This man does the whole Thor, and then the fucking hammer just
Summons that hammer.
Yeah, this man is Thor. What the fuck?
Oh, that man's Magneto right there. He just controls all metal.
He's Magneto and Thor because the way he brought the fucking hammer to his hand, she like kid.
I don't know how they gave him the name Heisenberg.
It's good though. I liked it. I love it.
And I assume all of you guys are playing it in English.
Yeah.
Of course.
The voice actor for Chris, is it the same voice actor from the previous games or no?
No,
I'm trying to figure that one out. It's from the.
it's the voice
What is
actor of
it?
Carlos in RE3 remake.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. So they got rid of
played by
Craig
Nikolai.
Roger.
So I figured that everyone else was going to be playing the game in English. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just play the game in Japanese just to see what's different about it. And I noticed that a lot of the voice actors are like super popular anime voice actors. Like they got people from like One Piece and like fucking Naruto and shit like that, and Hunter x Hunter. So I was like, oh, yeah, I got like anime baddies to play the baddies in this. This is super dope. Also, what does Ethan sound like in English? Because in the Japanese version, he sounds like some fucking
It's
super
Troy Baker.
No,
okay.
it's the same Ethan from 7.
Okay, that makes things easier.
I thought they got Troy Baker for this one.
No,
Is Troy Baker not in this game?
Troy Baker is not in this game.
No.
Okay.
I thought he was as Ethan, but I have been proven wrong.
I thought he was Heisenberg,
I could see him being Heisenberg.
and then I realized listening to Heisenberg more, I was like, "You're Nikolai." I was like, "That's definitely Nikolai."
Nikolai.
I've speedran RE3 remake enough times to know.
How do you feel about the fat ass merchant who just be appearing in the most random of places?
I want to know what's his fucking deal, because he knows way too much.
I started dying when you first see him because this man just rolled off of a fucking carrot.
I like how he has no socks or like shoes on. Like this man is barefoot in the middle of winter, just straight up barefoot. And then also, why he got like a whole room in the house? Like why he just be chilling in the castle? Like no one bothers him. He has like a whole room.
He even says like why he basically he just makes deals with like what's her name? Shit, Lady Miranda.
So here's what I found hilarious too, because it's where you're getting chased, like your Lady Demetrius is walking around the house, so like she'll like follow you and everything. My thing was I ran into that room, and I'm like, yeah, she's not gonna get me in here. I'm with the fat
I
boy.
know what happened here.
Yeah, she doesn't go in the room, but
she will slice you if you're right by the doorway.
Yeah, and then she starts to walk away. I open the door like, yeah, bitch, you can't get me. She turned back to me like, whoop. And I'm just like playing with her, just opening and closing the door and shit.
When I got to that scene, I ran upstairs thinking that she wasn't gonna walk upstairs or like she didn't see me, and I was like breaking vases and shit. And then I turned around and she like caught me in the corner and she body blocked me like it was like fucking DVD and shit. And she was me up.
Literally,
And I was like, you for real right now? And I'm like putting my hands up and she's like, oh, it doesn't matter.
I literally started playing that game as it was DVD. Like I would run from her and I would just like crouch in the corner, like yeah, I'm just let her walk by. Let me see. And then I was gonna walk right around. Nah, that bitch walked right to me. She knew exactly where I was. That bitch had barbecue and chili.
But at one point during that exchange, I had saved where the merchant was, and I wasted mad money just to buy a bunch of bullets to see what happened if you were to shoot her, and you could like interrupt her attacks with the shotgun. And I was like, oh, if I had more shotgun bullets, I would just do this, but it didn't really matter. It was just interesting to know that you could stop it from attacking you.
I think the funny thing for me was when we had the landmine, and I just put the landmine. I just dropped it in one point.
Actually, haven't used that yet.
Yeah, and then they have like a crafting thing to make it too. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's for like when a wider, when you're being chased by like 50 lichens and shit.
Just drop them down.
So because they still haven't revealed who's gonna be in DBD from the Resident Evil. I kind of have an urge that it might be Heisenberg very soon because he looks like a good candidate for it.
Yeah, he does, especially with that weapon.
Just the freaking hammer and the fact that he can just
I can see being like 3 other people besides Heisenberg.
He could throw.
Like, is it
at you?
Is it like specifically like Resident Evil 8 or is it like the whole Resident Evil series?
We don't know.
So it can either be Mr. X, William Birkins when he's like
But then
in
who's the
the first
survivor?
G form. The survivor, I can see the survivor either being Chris, Jill, Claire, Leon,
Anyone.
or Ethan.
You're just naming everyone.
Well,
That's the thing. You can have like anyone because a lot of them are popular. But if you're going to come down to like the popularity contest, it's most likely going to be down to 3 people: Jill, Chris, and Leon.
No, but what I'm saying is that usually what they do for DBD is that it correlates so that the survivor and the killer match. So whoever you pick
Okay,
for,
so if it's
killer
going
has
to be
to
Birkins,
and then so then who's the survivor?
if it's going to be Birkins, it can be Claire. If it's going to be Mr. X, Leon. If it's Heisenberg, Ethan, Nemesis,
Ethan still
Jill.
doesn't have a face reveal.
You know what? That's true, and I don't think Capcom's ever going to really show his face. So there's probably not going to be
You're
an Ethan.
supposed to be Ethan. You're supposed to experience the game as if that's you.
Yeah, which I gotta say, it's nice and all, but I would have liked to see like a face towards Ethan.
I actually like that all the mirrors and shit are like covered up, so you can't see his face.
Well, that's why. Yeah, that's why they don't want you to see his face. I love that too. At the beginning, I was like, "Oh, cool!" They covered up the mirror, and I found the bathroom, and I was like, "Okay, it's frosted. Okay, that's great to know."
They do a lot of shit like that. And I was like, yeah, I see you, Capcom. Yeah, thinking about it. You don't want no one to see this man's face. I love it. The little details. But I don't know. I can't see it being someone like Birkin, considering that like the last games that have come out, like he's not in them.
He was in the remake.
Birkin is in the best one that's come out though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they're going based on like
if they have to do any of the 4 recent games, it has to be RE2 remake. It has.
yeah,
to be.
I can see it being that.
RE2 or RE3.
Definitely not 3.
It's definitely going to be 2.
Yeah.
So Mr. X or Berkham in his first form.
It'll be Mr. X and Claire and Leon. Just like Stranger Things.
Oh, that would be actually interesting. I can actually see that happening more because remember the Division did like that thing where you can get like some Resident Evil stuff,
And it's
and they
all
chose
been,
Leon out of everyone.
It's all been RE2 stuff. All the like collab stuff has been all RE2.
That was like their best selling and like well received game. Like
the last
I think
4, yeah.
RE2 remake sold more than RE3 remake.
Yeah, and RE2 remake has better reviews than all 4 of the last games that's come out.
Yeah.
It's the modern
So-
king. I actually played that game right after Village.
RE2.
Yeah, that's how much I fucking.
Well,
love that game.
my big question is, we do know during like the leaks of Capcom that they're going to be making RE4 remake. Do you feel like this Village is going to be like a good way to help with that development process right there?
Yes and no.
Is it the same studio that's doing it? I feel like they announced the studio that was.
It's Dev 1.
Yeah. Did they do
Yeah.
Village?
Dev 1 did Village, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they also did 2.
Mm-hmm. And they also
So-
did 7. So.
So it's going to be interesting to see if they actually carry over some things from Village into like the remake.
Actually, no. RE4 is Dev 2.
Oh, RE2 is oh.
They swapped when Village.
RE3 people, right?
Dev 2 was doing Village, and then Village was supposed to be Revelation 3.
Okay.
And then Dev 1 scrapped it, took it, made it Village, and then they were like, take RE4.
Finish the shit.
So, I think it's a good and bad direction. In
Why
terms
is
of RE4. An issue that I have with Village is the same issue I have with 7. It's too linear.
Yeah, which makes sense, which I was saying earlier. Like you're just going from story point to story
I
point.
understand that.
Yeah, you're just from one thing to the next.
It's way too linear. The length is good. I like the length. I capped at 9 hours. So, yeah, I capped at about 8:55. So I was like, oh, 9 hours. Because if you count my first like half an hour hardcore in the beginning, about maybe 9+ hours. So I could tell you guys are talking about favorite parts. Without throwing too much. My favorite part of the game is the first half. That entire first half.
What do you consider the first half, though?
What?
What do you consider the first half?
The first two houses, I guess. I think are the best part of the game, and not to say that the other half is not good.
You just think the first half is a lot better.
The issue with this game is, like I said, the same issue 7 has. Is when you get to the halfway point, you just feel like you're playing a game. That's the issue. It's not. I love 7. I can play 7 any day, any time of the day, over and over and over, back from the beginning to end, no problem. But the end suffers. Like that half of 7 suffers, and no one can tell me that it doesn't. It does. From being in the Baker house and then being in the swamp house and then doing Lucas, the boat, the mines, the caves, and then you go back to the house and it's just like, oh, there's no RE here. Where is RE? And then when you hit
no exploration, no need to figure out everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I'm done here. I gotta move on to this area right here because the game's pointing me in that direction.
The game needs me to now advance. So or it's like, it feels like RE7 feels like they put all their creative genius in the first half of the game and then they were just like, we need an end. This is now going to be the end, and they just wrote something and processed it. So RE Village is the exact same thing. It does the exact same thing that 7 does. It was like, oh, all of our creative genius.
They'll go into that same trope.
Yeah, we're going to put all of our creative genius into the first half of the game. Oh shit, we need an end. What do we do with Lucas? Oh. And you'll get what I mean by that when you get to that point. Which you should already know what I mean because it's in the beginning of the fucking game again. So it's like, oh, you just kind of made the same game with a skin. Like, okay, but you're okay. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing at all. RE3 is a reskin of 2. 2 is a reskin of 1. That's Resident Evil. People complain, oh, the bolt cutters has been in the last 4 games. Yeah, the crank and the valve handles in the first 10. So Resident Evil's reskin fucking city. That's what people, I read a lot of shit online, and they have a lot of there's valid criticism. There is a lot of valid criticism. But, it doesn't take away from the experience because that's RE. Oh, it's too short. Yeah, no shit. I can finish RE2, the original, in 50 minutes. It's not... This is not short in comparison to that. RE3, the original, is the shortest in the series, if you don't count the Survivor games. They're, in the main line. It's... Length is not an issue. Reskins are not an issue. They don't hither the gameplay. They don't hither at things. But me... I am a critical, nitpicky motherfucker, and I always compare and I always do that shit, on the side of my fanboy part of me, and there are visible issues, and there are things that are there that you're just you beat the game and you're just kind of like, I got. Which is kind of the same thing with RE3 Remake. I was like, oh, you got me. You made it look like RE2 Remake, but it's not. And you thought I was gonna fall for this, and I did, but mentally I did not. But I love it still because I'm an asshole. Yeah. If you wanted my thoughts on the game, there you go.
I like it.
The first half of the game is beautiful. It is fucking art. It's amazing.
It's our survival.
From the exploration to the puzzles to the boss fights to the enemies to the second house, it's pure horror. Horror. I will say it right now, that second house is pure horror. I fucking love it. It's amazing. I don't think I've ever genuinely been fucking terrified of anything in my life the way that second house is. Pure PT vibes.
I assume the second.
I'm excited.
I assume the second house is the ventriloquist bitch.
Yes.
Wait, you actually like the second house, or you hate it?
I fucking
Oh
love
my
it.
god! Oh fuck!
I did not care for it.
Teach their own. So that first half is amazing, and then again, like I said, when you hit third house, you're just kind of like, okay, all right, story, things
That's
are
where I'm
happening.
up to right now.
You know, things are happening. You're enjoying it. When you get to the fourth one, it's just kind of like, I'm just playing a game now. You've teased me enough. Let me get this wrapped up. This is why horror games should never be longer than 10 hours. No horror game. Have you ever played Alien Isolation? That game drags way too fucking long. Alien Isolation is amazing, and it's a masterpiece in horror, but there hits a point in that game where it's just like, oh, okay, oh, alien again. Oh, alien again. Oh, it's an alien again. Now it's an alien again. Now it's a bunch of aliens. It's just kind of like, okay, let's get it going. You know, Silent Hill 2, the king of fucking horror. That game is a masterpiece. That game is horror, like 2 hours. 2 hours long. You can beat that shit. That's perfect.
And you see, this is where my main problem lies. A lot of the shit that happens in the game with like Ethan, I question it so fucking much.
Like you
You're
can't
meant to.
spend reality.
But you're meant to. That's the plot. You're meant to.
It's like, you see, if I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get to like, it's not really spoilerish, but I'm gonna like, well, it's like at one point in the third house, basically I got the item I needed, and for some reason, Ethan is just hanging around, and it's like, can you fucking get the hell out of there? You got what you needed, and then it's basically he gets caught, and then instead of just like making a run for it, he just stands around and just keeps on like talking to like the villain. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of there! You don't need to be around there anymore. It's like things like that. It's like, come on, really? Like that's how I get with it.
But I feel like that's from you looking inside from an outsider's perspective. Like I feel like if you're in the moment of everything that's happening, like you would probably feel different about the situation that's happening, because like you could be like in the street and someone could like start yelling at you, and you would stay there trying to like console them or like try and figure out what the fuck is going on, like stop them. Like not everyone just immediately walks away. That's not an immediate reaction for everyone, because you're in the situation. You don't really know how to react. Like you're just there. You're living the moment. For you to be looking at it like that, I feel like is bad.
But also, if people who have been trying to murder you the entire game actually wants to sit down and have a conversation, it is a little bit of intrigue in your mind that's just kind of like,
Yeah.
What do you mean you want to talk?
I'd be like, yeah, I'm not fucking with this. I would be like, I'm not fucking with this. I'm out of here.
I don't know. I feel like in this situation, like, it depends. Like,
Only time I would have sat down and talked to one of them was fucking Lady Demetra or Countess Demetrius.
because you're a fucking horny dog. You fucking piece of shit.
Well, yeah, of course. I'd be like, let's make this proposition, ladies. Come on, let's hear me out.
Really random side note. Did any of y'all break the goats? Or is that just like a thing?
I broke it.
So
Okay.
about that. So I when I first approached the goat, my friend was like, "Do me a favor, just walk up to that goat real quick." I'm like, "Bet." I read it, and I was like, "No, okay." He's like, "I want you to make a decision. Are you gonna break it?" I'm like, as soon as he said, "Are you gonna?" I just broke it. He's like, "Okay then."
Because you read the description saying they're supposed to ward off evil and everything like that.
There was like, breaking the goats will get Mother Miranda mad, and then it's like, make a decision. I'm like, I just broke it immediately.
The first time I saw the
You
goat,
got
I
my
was
shit
like,
in the-
"Oh,
don't be pissed.
yeah, y'all been fucking me this whole time. Fuck you, goats." And then I purposely went out and tried to find all of them. At least I think I found all of them so far.
I think I've only found 2, and I'm pretty sure there's more than that.
Yeah, there's some that are like sitting on top of the houses in the village, and that they're in like really random places.
Yeah, you really gotta like look out for some of them. Some of them are just like right there in your
Yeah,
face.
because my friend was saying like, oh, it's like the Bible has like you gotta like actually look here, try to hear it out. I'm like, I don't hear anything. All I hear is
They make
You can
noise.
hear the goat.
all
Yeah,
I
they
hear-
noise.
they make like a little
It's like a wooden clanking sound, basically.
But
I guess I've
Because
just
they're wooden
been
bobbleheads.
yeah, but all I fucking hear is fucking lichens just running through the woods and shit.
facts.
Well, that's when you charge the Vikings and yo, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to hear something right now.
love that a lot of the enemies in this game have weapons and stuff. It makes them seem so
Yeah.
much scarier, and like they don't have the same animations a lot of the time. It's not like I'm just gonna grab you. Like, nah, this man's gonna hit you upside the face with a mace. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, I was like, yo, this man has
That
a
was, like, my
fucking axe. What
main-
the fuck?
No, that was the thing that also like freaked me out as well. Was like how fast they are at dodging bullets. Because they had one lined up, and as soon as I like pulled the trigger, it fucking did like a quick 2-step dash and was like right there in front of me. I was like, oh, we're gonna be having some fucking problems.
This man said you gotta be quicker than that.
They're all right.
all right, what happened?
They're all right. The enemies. They're all right.
Oh,
The enemies are
Yeah,
cool, but I did hear
They're faster
um,
Ganados.
yeah.
oh,
But I did hear if you're gonna play the game, because I know one of my friends, she constantly goes for like the hardest difficulty. She said like if she bought like the Tama thing, she would have played Village of Shadows first. And then I found out after like looking that up, because I was like, Village of Shadows, that's not like a hard difficulty. And then I looked, and turns out that is the hardest one.
Yeah, you
they
get it
actually-
by the deluxe.
Yeah, you buy the deluxe, or you get like the add-on, the trauma pack. It turns out if you play that mode first, you're screwing yourself over because they change a lot of the enemy placement. So like a lot of story-driven
Yeah, it's
like
like Madhouse.
enemies will actually appear.
Wait,
What happened?
Literally Madhouse difficulty in RE7.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's Madhouse difficulty.
they put out DLC for this game. I'd buy some
Or
DLC for this
Inferno. It's like
Yeah.
Inferno on RE3.
Well, I feel like there's gonna probably be like some form of DLC in this game or something like that.
Nah, I don't think they should. Not
Really?
at all. Yeah.
Well, you know
zero.
what? You finished the story, so I feel like you have a better understanding of what's going on. From where I'm at, I wouldn't mind extra DLC.
we just gotta find out until we get to the end. And then-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll update.
Tune in next week, though. Let's go.
I mean, I honestly think we'll all be done by the game before the next podcast.
Oh,
I
100%.
think that the first person thing needs to end.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
The
it
what?
needs to be phased out. I think we're done. It was a fun experiment. It worked. It's not going to work long term. It's not going to work, especially when you've released RE2 and 3. Like, and those games are awesome in the way they play.
Do you think this is like a good ending for like the first person genre for Resident Evil?
Yes, the way the
Okay.
game ends, they should never do another first person ever again.
Okay.
It should all be third person over the shoulder. And then it's weird because then you're gonna release RE4 remake, and that's gonna be third person over the shoulder. And then I'm pretty sure that game is gonna excel. Like that game is definitely gonna excel because it's
Oh, yeah.
RE4, no matter
I mean,
what.
they already have it coming out first person when you get the VR version.
Yeah, but nobody really is gonna buy that because like RE4. and
that's for all the
first
fans
person-
that are playing 7 and 8, and then
Yeah.
segue into 4.
That's also to you to be like, hey, remember RE4? Remember RE4? Yeah, we're remaking that. Play that until we remake it.
Play in VR, please. You know, like some fucking fans
You
who like
played it on
fucking was
every
looking at.
console. You can play it in VR.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I bought that game at least 3 times.
I bought the
I'm not
game
gonna
like
lie.
8 times.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
Yeah, and I
I bought for the GameCube. I think the best version of it was probably for the Wii. Like hands down, that was like the
oh yeah,
greatest
it
version
is
of all time.
the definitive way to play.
That is like the definitive. That was, and also fun fact, that was like the first rated M game I bought when I was like 17.
But I bought it on the GameCube, the PS2, the Wii, the PS3, the PS4. I have it on the Switch.
You bought the mobile one?
Damn,
I had the mobile one.
the mobile. You know you can't download that one again.
Yeah, ever again. I don't even have it. I played it when it first dropped, but I don't have it anymore. There was another one.
It pisses me off. What happened?
No, I'm thinking if there was another one I bought it on.
You bought a PC version? Maybe?
No,
You got it
no,
on
my
Steam?
PC. Oh, I have it
Did
on
you,
Steam.
did you buy like the?
Yeah, you see?
Hey, did you buy like the original mobile version? Not the one that was like on iTunes or anything like that. There was an actual like mobile one for like the old flip phones.
I don't remember that one. No.
Yeah, I don't know about
Yeah.
that either.
There was one for that. I
That
still
sounds
remember
fucking
that shit.
god awful.
Oh my god! I really wish I can like find like a video of it. I could probably find it if I dig deep enough. But yeah, there was like one for the flip phones. There was a couple of Resident Evil games for the flip phones where it's like, really, this was an actual thing. I remember this now. There's an actual game service.
I think that I'm also gonna throw this into the conversation because I didn't think this was gonna be the RE Village podcast. I'm not even gonna lie.
To be honest, I don't even remember what we were going to talk about.
I thought we were going to talk about Sony's new lawsuit, but I did a lot of research on that. Like I was ready to talk about that. I had no interest in talking about Village today, but I guess.
Oh. Yeah. Throw some Sony stuff at us. Come on.
But no. We'll finish with the Village stuff. We'll talk about Sony next week. I'm sure there will be more to talk about with Sony next week. I don't want it to sound like I'm being negative about the game either, but because I'm not. Like I said, it's a 10 out of 10 personally.
Because we want like it to digest, or is it because we haven't finished it yet?
I don't give a fuck if I spoil it on you guys. Like, I don't
Oh, okay.
give a fuck.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I played the game. I enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna play it after the podcast. Like it's whatever. But like. This is, I think, what hindered my experience a little bit playing the game was that I played RE4 last week, and then I played RE7 in the middle of the week. So this game is the love child of 4 and 7, in case you haven't figured it out.
Of course,
it's the love child, and I think when you play 4 and 7, you kind of when you finish this one, you just kind of like, I shouldn't have done that because now I'm comparing them, and I don't want to compare them. And it always
but it's still fresh in your mind.
But yeah, exactly. It's right here in my mind. I'm just like, RE4 did this better. RE7 did this better. RE4 did this better. Oh, RE7 did this better too. And then at the end, I was kind of like, I'm excited for RE4 remake. This is going to be fun. And I don't think that's what you should get out of this game when you beat it. I don't think you should be excited for RE4 remake. Yeah. It feels like RE4 remake beta. That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. There you go. That's the best way I could have worded that. Yeah. RE4 beta.
I guess that's why they don't want you to call it fucking Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, it's Resident Evil Village. Get Village fresh in your mind. Get that locked in your mind.
It's gonna be Village, and then the next time they make it, it's gonna be Resident Evil City.
There is an RE6 part in this game. You'll know it when you play it, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, AJ was fuck AJ." There's a part in this game.
Part.
There's a part in this game. It's like probably 20 minutes long. I kid you not.
Fuck.
Where you're gonna go, "Oh my god, RE6. Oh my god." I swear to God.
No, stop.
I swear to God. And it took...
as we're talking about this, it just makes me want to play this game more.
It took me completely out. Like, I was just like, oh.
The trauma.
My PTSD returned.
Oh, God.
And
now I'm going to be looking for this fucking moment.
And then, oh no, it's going to find you. It's going to find you, I guarantee it. You're going to just be thrown into it. You're just going to be like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God, what is going on? Holy shit.
Is it like extremely jarring? Like you're doing one thing and then it just completely changes tempo?
Bro, okay. It's like how do I put this? How do I fucking put this?
You know, it's funny. As you said, Resident Evil 6, I'm scrolling down like the Resident Evil franchise on the Steam library, and Resident Evil 6 just popped up, and all its DLCs.
Like, I've had a revelation this week too. Like, a little bit of an epiphany, I guess. That I don't hate RE5 as much as I think I do.
There goes Resident Evil.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was kind of like thinking about it, and that's kind of what happened in my mind. But that's a different subject. Damn, how do I compare this? Like, I'm trying to think of, like, something that was super subtle and then it just goes balls off the fucking wall. And...
Like Invincible?
No, because
like
Invincible does it in a good way.
No, but I'm just saying, like, how it, like, the first episode of Invincible where, like, it does something and then it just, like, completely changes the script.
Like how everything is, like, super nice. Superheroes, yay, everybody's having fun and saving the world. And then all of a sudden, your favorite superhero in the world just murders everyone.
Yeah.
Kind of. I'm trying to think of, like, without spoiling it, you know? I'm trying to think of a proper way of bringing this up. trying to think of a game or a movie where where you watch and then something's happening and then like because the thing with Invincible is that it works because it's not out of the realm of possibility. This moment is completely out of the realm of possibility.
Considering that what we've already seen and it's still out of the realm of possibility, that's okay.
We watched the man reattach his fucking hand. I mean, the realm of possibility is not really
so
a small narrow window.
Unless you
for
tell
us
me
to,
this man lifts up the fucking castle and throws it, I don't think there's much that can fucking.
Like,
That's it.
I don't want to
I think he just
spoil
figured
it.
it.
He doesn't throw the
fucking
castle.
figure it
He
out.
doesn't throw the castle. He doesn't throw the castle.
Miranda turns into a god.
The Miranda turns into a Bloodborne boss fight, man. I mean, they all do, in a way. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Except for maybe this. There's one I feel like was not really that great of a boss fight.
Yeah, I don't know how to
I felt like
compare
it could have been like a whole lot more like possibilities towards it.
Okay. Here we go. You're watching Halloween, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Laurie Strode is running away from Myers. Correct.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now Laurie Strode, gets into like a basement, right? Whatever. She's chilling. She goes into like some house. She hiding. She goes into the garage of the house, and then all of a sudden the movie becomes Mad Max.
I don't think I've reached that point yet.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no, not Mad Max. Twisted Metal.
I definitely have not reached that area
Is there a
yet.
fucking car scene? Is there a fucking car scene in this?
There's a car scene, but I won't go that far.
Oh no.
There's a car scene, but I won't go beyond that. I would not go beyond that. That's as far as I'll tell you guys. Unless you want to
That's not
personally ask me, then I will tell you. But
No, I'll just wait for
Can
this
you
to slap
just
me in the
send to me
face.
and just send to me in a message right now so I
you
can
really,
know about it.
you want yeah.
I want to know.
I
Just
already
send to me
hear
in a message
clicking.
right now.
Here we go. Wait, hold on. You can talk about something else while I do this.
Oh god. Fucking
man.
bullshit. Zero's not even gonna pick up the fucking controller again. He's just gonna be like, fuck this game.
Let's see my reaction on that.
Oh my god.
So you end up racing the merchant in the carriage.
Oh, that sounds god awful. he'll be fucking driving the carriage and you're in the back shooting. You'll
We
turn
need
into
to go
fucking
faster.
Knox or
Can you lose
something.
more weight?
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, if it's gonna be like RE6. Wait, that's what happens in RE6.
Actually-
They're chasing you. They're chasing you on the fucking
Alright, I
train.
sent it to Zero.
Oh
Zero.
my fucking god.
What's gonna happen?
Read it,
What's
Zero.
gonna happen? You don't have a horse. It's actually the Duke. He actually can run really fast.
I also copied and pasted in case anyone else wants me to send it to them. But
Oh, fucking Christ.
Zero, read it and then tell me when you're done.
You,
reading it.
no.
No.
Are you really?
I'm
Michael
100%
Really?
serious. I am not joking. I am 100% dead ass.
You gotta be fucking. Please tell me you're fucking with me a little bit,
I'm
right?
not fucking with you at all, bro.
It's not even Twisted Metal. Well, actually, it is because I was gonna say it's like Death Race.
I held back on some of the details.
This is like Death Race.
Yes, with Jason Statham. Yes.
Oh my god.
I need to finish this game tonight.
More, I gotta play it.
I need to just get it out of my system. I gotta get past this fucking car scene.
It's like 20 minutes long.
Oh fuck.
And then hold on. And then you want a little bit more, Zero? You want a little more context?
Yeah, send a little bit more, please.
Oh my god.
I want to know if I should be crying or not.
There's a spoiler in between the two parts that I'm about to tell you, so I'm gonna leave that out.
Okay.
Because it pertains to the story, so I don't want you to know that.
Jesus Christ.
Ethan is Chris and Jill's son. I know. It's okay.
I wish.
Oh my god.
You ready for this travesty, bud? Ready?
Yeah.
Mother Miranda's
All right,
gonna
here we go.
turn
Listen to his
fucking
reaction.
herb.
Listen to his reaction.
You ready for the Mario Kart?
Oh my god. So they pulled a fucking DLC right there.
Yep. Yep. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. The not a hero.
Oh my god.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You know, I had a feeling that was gonna happen, to tell you the truth.
That's not the end of the game.
I just,
That's not the end of the game.
again, I just had a fucking feeling something like that was gonna happen, though.
There's another, I would say maybe
40 minutes?
20 minutes
Okay.
after the second thing that I sent Zero. And then, like, not counting story cutscenes. I'm counting gameplay. There's another, like, 20 minutes after that. And then there's the final
Well,
boss.
at least I know after that part, I'm like practically done. So
So after the second part that I showed you, it kind of brings it back. And then you're just kind of like, oh, okay, I'm enjoying this again. This is nice. This is kind of how I felt the game was going to end. And then it puts you in a nice mood again. So you end on a happy note. If, depending on how
you guys want
react
to wrap
that
this up
ending.
so we can play this game?
Yeah, I kind of want to end it now. How long have we been going?
About an hour.
Okay, yeah, I think this is enough. I'm tempted to ask, and I don't want to ask, so I just want to get the fuck out of the chat.
I kind of want to see it myself.
Yeah, I feel like I've already ruined enough.
Watch him
by
message me after.
No, I'm turning off everything. I'm gonna fucking take off my watch. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm just gonna go sit down, put on the
So-
headphones.
To kind of close off the thoughts, you guys wanted my thoughts. I'm ready to talk now. So, to give the final closing thoughts here again.
I'm ordering.
Personally, I love the game. I fucking love it. Despite some of its negatives and despite some of its shortcomings, I'm a fanboy through and through, and I love it. I think it's hilarious. It's some of the parts that I sent to Zero. And if you're watching this, you already know what parts I'm talking about.
Hopefully,
But if you throw that out the window, because that's dog shit. It's literal dog shit. Like I will tell you right now, it's dog shit. And you throw that out the window, and you just take the rest of the game and kind of like encaps it and enjoy it for what it is. It's a fun experience. It's really good. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. I think that's fair. 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Giving it a 9 is too much. Because if you gave RE2 Remake a 9 and you're giving this a 9, don't do that. Don't spit in my face like that. RE2 Remake is perfection. And if it's not, it's near perfection. It has one or two things that could be fixed.
I can already figure out like two things that need to be fixed in RE2
Yeah.
remake.
But compared to the series as a whole, RE2 Remake, whoa, I'm probably gonna play right now actually. But Village is really good. Buy it, play it, enjoy it, get scared. It's really, really fun. I geeked out over it. I did. And towards the end, I was just like, I am satisfied. This is more than what I expected the game to be. I was hyped for the game, but I didn't have expectations on it being good. I thought it was going to be bad. I really did. Just simply because 7 was really good. And Capcom's modern day and age hasn't been really good at following up certain games. 7 and 8 feel complete. If you play them back to back, if you follow the story back to back, the game is a complete beginning and sequel end, whatever it is you want to call it. So it is complete. You don't feel left out. And it's just, it has these moments where you're just like, okay. Like towards, like I said, the second half of the game, I won't say specifically where, but towards the second half of the game, there was a part where like I'm playing the game and then my partner's on her phone. And then I'm just like, and then cutscene starts and she'll put her phone down and then we'll watch. So it gets into that kind of rhythm. Whereas the first half, she didn't have her phone up once. We were just kind of like on the ride. So that to me, looking at it through a casual perspective. Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we finally got this motherfucker to speak up. That's good.
But I love it. but I love it, and I will be playing it a lot. I can tell you that.
Yeah, you gotta play it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it on hardcore. I'm gonna play Village
Yeah.
of Shadows. I'm gonna platinum it. I'm gonna speedrun it. Like I'm definitely gonna play it a lot. Like
I'm
don't
very
get me
interested
wrong.
into the speed run for this game.
There's already a trophy to beat it under 3 hours. So like I saw
Oh.
that because
I can see that happening.
on my PS5 I have it locked so that it doesn't show me spoilers. So it showed me no trophies.
Yeah,
Because I guess all of them were spoilers. I was just kind of like, oh, okay, so I don't even want to look at this yet. So I looked through the list when I was done, and I saw one of them was like, I'll beat the game with under 3 hours. Granted, you could just do it on casual, and like
Just so I can run through
the
everybody.
game has infinite ammo at the end. Like that's not a spoiler. That's every Resident Evil. So you could just
Yeah.
kind of like run through on casual and like infinite ammo everything. I'm not gonna do it that way. I'm sure everybody is gonna do it that way and flaunt that they got the trophy. But like how
Yeah. Call
I
me.
know, Shadow of Nightmares another 3 hours. Suck my dick.
yeah, with the infinite fucking shotgun. Like fuck you. You didn't really
No, I
do
didn't
that.
use the infinite. I just know how to, maneuver and dodge everything around. That's how great I am.
Well then. It's like how everyone in Resident Evil 3 Remake was like, I beat Inferno in under an hour with the infinite rocket launcher. Yeah, the infinite fucking rocket launcher, you idiot. But yeah. I definitely am going to be playing this game. I just needed I needed a day. Like I kind of needed a day to process everything. So coming into the podcast, I was like, we're not gonna talk about Village. We'll be fine. And then we talked about Village. So I was like, okay, there goes my day.
That's all we wanted to talk about.
I was like, there goes my fucking day to process. Because like I said, I beat it this morning.
At this point, you should have just you mentioned it in the Discord. Just like, yeah, we're not gonna talk about Village today.
Like I said, I had that PlayStation lawsuit.
And it had like a whole page report and just ready to like deliver.
Because I think it's a load of shit, that PlayStation lawsuit. I think it's a load of fucking shit.
You see, and I don't know if it was with Star Wars and Zero. I forgot what we were going to talk about this podcast, so I was just going with whatever y'all brought up. I completely forgot.
I was under the impression that you guys were like foaming at the mouth to talk about this shit.
No.
I was like, I'm gonna get the game, but then all of a sudden I was like, Paige is probably gonna be like trying to finish this game really quick, and I was like, I gotta get into this mindset.
I thought AJ was gonna be like, oh my god, I want to talk about this game. I want to talk about this game. But
Yeah,
So I was like, let me go as
that's what
far as I
happened.
can in this game within like the 2 days I have it.
But it's nice. He still finished it. He had it for like 30 hours. Still finished the game, so that's good.
Did you not think that I was going to finish it by today?
Like, hey, maybe he's got classes or
your
something
third
like
run.
that.
I kind of knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I was hoping like classes would slow you down or something like that, or a project.
I'm in finals week next week, so I don't even have homework or anything. That's why this came out.
I should have emailed your professor and be like, "Hey, send this man some work."
I was shocked that I didn't finish it last night. Yeah, I was super shocked because I was like, the game's 10 hours casually, so that's gonna take me about 6 hours. And I saw someone online, some douchebag. I used to like him as a YouTuber. He was a YouTuber. I used to love him. Now he's a douchebag. But he put up his completion screen. And it was like he beat it on standard in like 6 hours, and I was like, that's impossible. You say you did everything in the game and you took your time in the 6 hours, that's impossible. There's no fucking way. Like I did this shit in 9 hours. And I feel like there was some parts I rushed through. So I feel like, yeah, it definitely takes a little bit long.
And is over here skipping cutscenes.
Either skipping cutscenes or just like skipping the treasures and shit. Like you're just skipping a lot of the shit in the game. Like what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Or just like running by enemies. Like I wasn't on the same level of Starwin where like
Exploring every inch and cranny.
no, like making ammo like that. Like who does that, you sick fuck?
At the pieces. What the fuck?
but also Starwin's the person who like gets everyone to like level 50 in the first dungeon of an RPG.
I do. Yeah.
He sucks the fun out of the game. Like it's just like
It's fun when I'm overpowered.
Yeah, he just wants to mow everything fucking down and like.
That's not what I want to do. That's not at all what I'd like to feel prepared. That's what it is, and I
So-
over prepare.
Me, I'm the player, especially with Resident Evil when I play it the first time. I'm the player that just goes. Like I just walk. I just keep going. Like it's like I'll look here. I'll search the room. Boop, boop, oh, some handgun bullets. But I'm gonna take that. Boop, boop, boop. I check the map. It's like okay, this room's still red. There's got to be something in here.
Yeah, that
I think that might be a little busted.
The map. You said you didn't like the map. I love the map. I thought the map was great. The map
I
does
like it.
not tell you things ahead of time. The map tells you things that you saw. So if the map is telling
Yeah.
you things ahead of time, you either playing on casual and lying
Because
to
you
us,
saw there.
or your shit glitched.
I think there might
felt like
be
it was giving me
glitch
too much
because-
information.
No, because the map tells you what door you saw, what is locked, what is blah blah. That's a Resident Evil staple. So, yeah, I don't know what you going through, but
Okay, matter of fact, when I got to the castle, it showed me every single room, and then I got to the point where you find the map, and I was like, but I already see all the rooms, so what the fuck?
yeah, I don't know what
It's
that
probably
is.
a glitch.
Yeah, I don't know
Here's
what
the
that
thing.
was.
There's like a place in the village that I went into, and I got everything, and it still says red. And I went back there, and I'm like looking around at several areas. There's nothing else for me to look at, or even like any collectible for me to pick up.
Maybe
So-
there's a treasure you got to shoot off the wall or some shit.
Yeah, there's
No,
usually
there was
shit
no
like that.
sparkle or anything.
I don't know what happened to your map because my map was working perfectly fine. My map helped me throughout the entire game. Remember where I needed to go.
I think what me was when I picked up the map, it just showed me like the unexplored rooms that I had.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what,
Yeah, so when I got to the castle, it showed me literally every single room. Like everything was like gray and shit, and I was like, okay, so I gotta go here, do this, X, Y, Z, and then I got to the point where you find the first map, and then it literally it gave me the exact same thing. So I was like, oh,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
no, with me,
I guess my game fucked up.
Yeah, your
everything
game must
was
be
like
fucked.
so, like white, and then I forgot the map, and like here you haven't gotten in this room, you haven't gotten in this room. Bet.
Yeah, I thought the map was beautifully done. The inventory, RE4 inventory, obviously. Yeah, I think, like I said, it just feels like they were like, okay, what was good about our series? Because we just dropped RE2, we can't do that again. And RE3, we can't do that again. Oh, RE4 was really good. Let's do that again. And that's what it kind of felt like. But I'm trying to think, what was another complaint someone had? It was something else. Fuck. I don't remember. I was gonna address something else. This one of you brought up.
Seems to be it.
You'll remember.
Yeah,
Later.
I'll remember later. But yeah, enjoy it. You'll get to Mad Max when you get to Mad Max. Twisted Metal. Zero. Enjoy it. It gets better after that. Trust me, it does. And then like leading up to that part is really good. It's really, really good leading up to that part. It like I said, it does feel a little draggy sometimes, but it's still good. Still pretty solid. Because you get to a point in the game where it's like, okay, this is the end. This is the end. Definitely this is the end. And then it opens up a whole new like area and you're just like, this is not the end. This is not the end. And you get another like I think like hour and a half of gameplay, 2 hours. So casually, that is.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean
Still looking forward to it.
playing the game, I was like, okay, I can skip this. I can skip this. I was already mapping my like speedrun route.
I only skipped cutscenes if I died, and I already know what happens in cutscenes.
I'm glad you can skip cutscenes in this game because in RE7 you couldn't.
Yeah, or you can go into photo mode.
Yeah. In
Yeah, that was actually really cool.
RE7 you couldn't skip cutscenes for shit. Like you had to sit there and watch these fucking bum ass cutscenes over and over. Like speedrunning that game was a nightmare. I hated that shit. In this one, yeah, there's you'll play a part. Like if you ever like I recommended putting yourself in kind of like that speedrun mentality when you complete a section and you work your ass off in that section, and then you think back to the section and think of a different way that you could have done it, and you'll realize I could have done this in 10 seconds. Try that. Just try it. Complete a room to its complete capacity. Work your ass off on it, and you'll see how easily you could do some of these rooms. Some homework.
I was never good with homework.
Yeah, I'm done. At least for now. I still need my data process.
We can revisit the topic again once everyone finishes the game, and then we can talk about Mad Max and all this nonsense again.
On next week's podcast, on the next episode.
Yeah, bring it up again. I wouldn't mind doing that. This is just a teaser.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
But all right. So this was the metaverse on Resident Evil Village. You know, AJ finished it. You know, he didn't spoil too much. He didn't want to talk about it at first. Fucking bitch. But you know, it's cool. It's cool. And everyone else is gonna
as a
finish it.
fan, you know, you want to process things. Like I take this shit to heart. Like this is my world.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just busting your balls. Shut up.
I want to get my
Mr.
thoughts
Softy.
properly. I want to get my thoughts properly. That's you. Let's be real, Mr. Softy over here.
It's okay. It's okay. A little butthurt about it. It's cool. It's cool. Shut the fuck up. Go process. Go sit in the fucking bathroom. Think about it. But
I already did.
I didn't say shit.
This is Starwin from the Metaverse. Signing off. Follow us at Metaverse GR Twitter. And when you want to plug yourselves, go do it now.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Resident of R, and you can catch me on Twitch on Monday, Resident of Raccoon. I'll most likely be playing Village of Shadows difficulty.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, and Dead by Tuesdays.
Yeah. Bugs, you free this Tuesday?
I work, but I get out at 4, hopefully.
I'll go live a little later then. Zero, you want to join? You can join too, man.
This is also
So, yeah.
I have a Metaverse Dead by Tuesday.
Ooh, the Swift? Yeah, ready for the Swift? The toxic Swift?
And I'll bring
apparently getting toxic.
Yeah.
Whoa. I haven't done a single toxic thing.
That we know of.
That we know of, yeah.
I just do my Jennies and I run away. That's all I do.
So you be Gen Russian.
If you want a hook, I'll come save you. But other than that, I'm just here to do my job.
Toxic player masquerading as someone that's generous. It's okay.
Sounds like the DVD YouTubers.
Oh my god. But no, I'm definitely trying because I do love the game.
Yeah, the game is phenomenal. I'm glad that AG put me on.
Bro, Dead by Daylight is so good, and the fact that it gets so much support is even better because it makes you want to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts.
I'm about to start fucking making money on, not making money, put money down on this. Apex and Dead by Daylight, the 2 games I spend money.
Ooh, I feel so bad for your wallet.
Yo, let's be Dead by Daylight streamers.
Ooh. Okay. Zero, you want to chime in? You down for that?
I'll play on Tuesdays. Why not?
Legit,
I'll probably get us all killed, but I'll do it.
Nah, Bugs will save you.
I was looking through the skins and I'm like, I'm gonna get this skin. I'm gonna get this skin.
That's me every fucking
You got a
day
payment
on
plan
Dead by
for that?
Daylight, bro.
A payment plan is just like, okay, I'm gonna drop $10 this week and $20 this other week.
Fucking, I haven't played DVD in 2 days, and I got the itch, bro. I got the itch.
Yeah. So because I don't remember the Twitch streamer's name that we played with. Yeah, I was watching the stream, bro. He talked so much shit, but the way she was going about it was hilarious.
Oh, the level 17 survivor.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, we had a level 17 with us, a rank 17 with us. That's weird. Okay, whatever." I was like, "Yo, fuck out of here." When I got down the first time, you're like, "Oh no, this GT Bugs is down. Oh my god." I was like, "Yo, she toxic."
She felt bad until she saw you were ranked 17. She was like, "Okay, fuck this guy."
No one else got any plugs? This we're gonna cut it off.
Oh,
Yeah,
said
I'm pretty
mine.
good.
You can follow me at GT Bugs. If I stream, I'm probably gonna stream. If we do play Dead by Daylight tomorrow, I'll probably stream tomorrow. If anything.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna play DVD tomorrow.
Oh, well then.
I will not be able to play tomorrow then. It's Mother's Day, and I'm going to be a good son and actually spend time with my mother.
You
What
have a
trying
mother?
to say?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not implying anything. I'm just going to note that I'm going
Well,
to
I
be a good
can't
son
spend
for
time
tomorrow.
I can't spend time with my mom because she's in a whole other state. So Dead by Daylight it is.
My mom lives down the hall.
We, my mom tomorrow will be Yue Kimura, Fengmin, and Yujin Lee.
Facts.
Oh god, you fucking guys. Well, all right. This is the Metaverse signing off. Peace out, guys.
I'm going.
Peace.